Good morning, Denise, Sandy, and Destiny. Good morning, Denise, Sandy, and Destiny.
Look, Destiny, we had Jesus and coffee. Let us try to. Well, I tell you, Tracy. Let me. Well, I like when we stand
There,
up together. We've
Jesus
got
and
Jesus
coffee.
and coffee, Norgasar. You guys, Shamrock Pixie made these for me and Tracy. Yay! And I love them. I love them.
I love it too.
So this morning, sure enough, we got Jesus and coffee. Hey, because my other shirt was coffee and Jesus. And oh, hey, Eli family. Oh, I'm getting ahead of you. Okay.
Good morning, Eli family, and Willow too. Good morning, Eli family, and Willow too. Good to
Good
see you,
morning.
Willow.
I told her this morning. Eli, Tracy, see, you got your fan base that you better speak.
Jump on
You
that
better.
super sing.
But Willow, all of you guys, and the Eli family, I have a shirt that I got from my cousin that's it said "Coffee and Jesus" on it, and I'm like, well, I wish I had one that said Jesus and coffee. So I
Mhm.
had Shamrock Pixie make some shirts, and ours says Jesus and coffee. We're gonna keep showing our shirts all day. Jesus and coffee with Norgasar.
Norgasama.
Yes, yes. So I'm super excited. Oh, is there
Getting
echo?
an echo when I talk. I don't know what I like. Turn my speakers down.
Let me turn mine down some more. Can you still hear me fine?
I can still hear you fine, but I
It's
still do hear a little bit of an echo when I talk. Do you have um YouTube muted?
I don't have YouTube up.
You don't have it up.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Aw, you better sing good.
Good morning, say Robbie and Mike Humphrey too. Good morning, say Robbie and Mike Humphrey too.
Let me see. Let me see something. Okay. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. Now I'm not hearing the echo. Are you? Can you hear me all right?
I was trying to turn it down. Okay.
Aw. You're welcome, Eli family.
Okay, I'm hoping that helps. I turned it way down because I do have the two different speakers.
Right.
Eli family, this morning I was sung to by Super Dave and I was cheesing. I was laughing and cheesing, and then I did like a shamrock. I shared them so Tracy could hear and see them singing to everybody. And it just made me cheese. This is what I call cheesing. You still, how about now? Because I turned mine all the way down to two.
I have Facebook. Let me check because I have YouTube, but make sure I have it muted. Yes, I do have it muted.
Well, I turned mine down to two because you guys, Casey hooked up my other speakers. Now I just got to do my camera. The camera has speakers on it as well. And I don't know how to turn one or the other off. Well, I
Hmm.
can't turn. No, those are not a speaker for me to hear. Those up there, they're just a speaker for you guys to hear. Good morning, babe. I almost come in there and wake you up to take me to the doctor. My mind. Trace even prayed for Pat to get back on the wheel. I've just been off. It is at. You guys, I used to be so right on top of everything, but 11:40.
Said it gonna take you.
Eli family, she has a doctor's appointment soon and an MRI today. Darlene has a doctor's appointment today too, so we will not be able to stay on our as long as we normally would. Good morning to Casey. Good morning to you. Good morning to Casey. Good morning to you.
All right, Tracy, I'm going to share you. Casey, look at Tracy's shirt. Come here, not share, but wait. Let me make Tracy big. Yay! Don't it look pretty? Look at us side by side with our matching little shirts on, looking like we girls in school, dressing like.
No,
Yep,
yeah.
dressing like each other.
Oh, yes. Oh, you're having
Good
MRIs.
morning, Laura Beth. Good morning to you. Good morning, Laura Beth. Good morning to you.
Um, Willow, I'm glad to see you back. I've been
Heck
missing you.
yeah.
I know everybody don't get up or have to get up early like I have to, and that's how I started this out because I would get up when my husband got up, and heck, it just hurt too bad stay in bed all day.
Mhm.
Um, but good luck on your MRI, Eli family. Yeah, I will. They will be doing something, either giving me injections today or doing the whatever they call it. What they call it, Tracy, when they shave the nerves off or Casey knows.
Ablation.
Yes,
Ablation.
yes. You are so right. That is such a wonderful statement for this morning. Um, you you guys, it's been this morning. I was so glad to get to hear to listen to Joyce Myers this morning with my husband, and I was fixing him something to eat, and we're in the kitchen together, and we're laughing about some stuff she said about blue eyeshadow. Her grandmother told her she was gonna go to hell for blue eyeshadow, and so she got talking about that. Then she said, "Here's something you women ain't gonna like," and she said. Proverbs 21:9 says, "Better to live on the corner of a roof than to share a house with a nagging wife." Oh,
Aw.
yes.
Good morning, Darlene B. Good morning to you. Good morning, Darlene B. Good morning to you.
Yes, I have, Willow. I have been sporting all, oh, it won't go on that finger. I have been sporting Willow. I sure have. I've been finding so much stuff I've been showing. Girl, it's like, I told somebody it's like a treasure chest for me. I mean, how can you not love bling like that too?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, Willow. I've been talking about it and sporting it. This is gonna go on a toboggan. Well, we call it toboggan, but kind of like the hat that Mystic Days did to for me, and I can pull it up and
Aw.
pin it on
Yeah,
there.
that'd be cool.
So, and you guys pray for Liz Ann's granddaughter. She's out of school today. So pray for her, and she's just having a rough time. Bless her heart. I mean, some people um, don't get diabetes till they're older. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Good morning, AJC Magic. Good morning to you. Good morning, AJC Magic. Good morning to you. Good morning, Kevin Crawley. Good morning to you. Good morning to Kevin. Good morning to you. Can you fix him a cup of coffee and sit in his usual front porch spot? Good morning about face with Mona. Good morning to you. Good morning about face with Mona. Good morning to you.
Yes, I'll fix you a cup of coffee and put it on the banister. You guys, this is Southern living.
Yep.
Welcome, Mona. Welcome.
Welcome, Mona.
Welcome,
Welcome,
beautiful
welcome,
lady. She does, you guys check her out. She does she talks about makeup and stuff for women over the age of I I think over the age of 40. Is it that go check her channel out. You guys show each other some love.
I definitely need to check out if it's over the age of anything because
And
you know I'm an
HOC
old
baby,
lady and
that's my
I still,
hubby.
oh, I I am family with Mona.
Here's your cup.
Thank you.
Steve and Shane said good morning. Good morning, Steve and Shane. Good morning to you. Good morning, Steve and Shane. Good morning to
No,
you.
right at the house. Didn't you know? It's the one in. You guys. Oh, tell them good morning. Oh, did you have to
I
sing
sang
to
to,
Steve and Shane?
I did sing to Steve and Shane.
Look, Kevin. Hippie done had everybody that works over there being sung to every morning. And this is Dana. Did you sing to Dana?
No, I have not yet. Good morning to Dana and Leticia too. Good morning to Dana and Leticia too.
Well, Willow, you don't have to let it be rough for you because you could always reach out to me or Tracy. You could always bend our ear. We always have an ear. And let me throw that banner back up, you guys. Oh, finally had shirts made. It says Jesus and coffee, and that's what we got. Jesus and coffee.
Darlene B wants to know if we're going to sell the t-shirts.
Well, Darlene, it's according to Shamrock Pixie. If you wanted one like this, if they continue to do it, you can get with Destiny. And I'm not going to sell any. Destiny did them for me. We got someone new.
Good morning, Flavio Olivero. Olivera, good morning to you. Good morning, Flavio Olivera. Good morning to you.
Good morning and welcome, my new friend. Good morning. And this is what Tracy does. Tracy, she sings to each person that comes in here, and I'm going to double check to make sure that we are still friends. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And, check each other out and just,
Absolutely.
just tell somebody I showed you some love, or you could put a heart emoji, or, um, just there's certain words they say you're not supposed to say now, like subbed. But yeah, I want everybody to show some love to one
Aw.
another.
Willow, I will pray for you. You've been through a lot.
Oh
Good morning,
no.
Mama Ray Ray. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mama Ray Ray. Good morning to you.
Oh, Willow. I know how that the death of a pet might not seem like much to anybody unless you have one. Um, Mama Ray Ray, I am going to double check you. I think I double checked you. You were on Pusa, I think, last night, and I double checked you. Yes, I double checked to make sure me and Mama Ray Ray we still good.
Good. I'm glad that you reported the impersonator. That's just mean and cruel when people do stuff like that. It's not right.
It's not. And that can have, and it has happened to a lot of people. You guys, I got me a Todd. I know a lot of you don't know, might not know Todd on here, but he's a flippin' hustler. You guys, I got a message from him where he was singing, It made me cheese again. It does look. It doesn't take a lot to make me happy. So his singing, I had it all over the kitchen while I cooked.
Good morning, Kim. Baby's like mine. Good morning to you. Good morning, Kim. Baby's like mine. Good morning to you.
Look, I say I cooked. Tracy knows. Tell him what I cooked, what I
You
did.
cooked some hot dogs last night.
I boiled some hot dogs. I
Hey,
slaved away at the stove, you
food's
guys.
food as far as I'm concerned. Sometimes
So,
Frank and I just have plain little simple dinner when it's just the two of us and we're just not feeling it. But most days I take something out in the morning, so he just has to get stuck eating whatever I took out to make him in the morning. Like we are having something with chicken tonight. I took out some chicken. I don't know what we're having with it yet, but we're having something with chicken.
use the social media to give you a talk. Because mine was Tracy's shirts look okay. What? Look at her, Tracy.
Good morning, Danielle Marie. Good morning to you. Good morning, Danielle Marie. Good morning to you.
You can rip my shirt.
Uh-oh. Good
What
morning.
has my puppy crunk?
She sounds like she's going crazy. Good
She,
morning to Raven. Good morning to you. Good morning to Raven. Good morning to you. Chicken dumpling soup. That doesn't sound bad.
oh, is that what everybody cooked last night?
Well, I'm making chicken. I said I took out chicken this morning. I haven't decided what I'm going to have with it. Just chicken so far. But Raven said chicken dumpling soup. That doesn't sound bad. I can do that. I can do that. Leticia's having tuna fish for dinner tonight. I like tuna fish. Right now, I sometimes have tuna fish sandwiches for dinner.
I like it too, but I have to have it like fixed like with eggs and mayonnaise and pickles.
I
Pickled
put
dill.
dill relish and a
Yes.
little onion and stuff
Yeah.
in my tuna when I do tuna.
Now, Mama, when I got in the family, Mama fixed salmon salad that way. I can't eat salmon out of the can unless it's cooked.
Yeah.
It's
I can
too
do like
strong.
salmon out of the can and make it like with egg and crackers and make like a salmon patty. I can do
Yeah,
that.
she does. Mixes it with well, I used to do it. Mix it with some flour and do it.
Mm-hmm.
And Casey loves it. But it's one of those things that you can't reheat them in the microwave,
No.
and then
Uh-uh.
you better have the window up because they're only good for a little bit to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, pancakes. I can fix pancakes, and I like eating them. Um, that one time, but it's not. I don't like to smell it when I come back in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
just it's
can't
one of
make
those weird.
pancakes. I stink at that. Good morning, Dollar Tree Goodies. 5 and more. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dollar Tree Goodies. 5 and more. Good morning to
Well, good
you.
morning. Let me check out to make sure. You know, they say that. I don't know. You know, I get confused about all of the. Yes, yes, yes. I want to make sure that I'm connected because it's been kind of weird.
I am now, and I will be checking back a little bit later today and watching some video.
I just love to say Mama Ray Ray.
I know. I love that name. Aunt Chisa made an amazing dinner last night. She said she had baked chicken string beans and corn last night. Yummy, yummy,
Who,
yummy.
Mama Ray Ray?
Yeah.
She will make you hungry, you guys. If you guys ever are hungry, don't go to, I mean, go to Mama Ray Ray's to see how to cook. But I'm just telling you, if you go, you're going to be hungry. Oh, wow. Vanessa made tuna last night.
Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning to you. Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning to you.
You know, Vanessa, that's another thing. I like tuna salad. Kevin don't
I
care
love
for
me
it. As
some
far
tuna
as
salad.
the noodles, you can do the
Ooh,
noodles and um, what's the vinegar type of dressing?
good. I gotta sing to Eric. He cued the song.
Oh,
Good morning to Eric. Good morning to you. Good morning to Eric. Good morning to you. Good morning, Judy's Handmade Creations. Good morning to you. Good morning, Judy's Handmade Creations. Good morning to you. I gotta turn the page, turn the page, turn the
oh
page,
man.
turn the page, turn the page, turn the page.
I'm going to end up with coffee grounds. You guys, I forget sometimes if I already put a disc in. And Tracy, look, Tracy even prayed for my Pat this morning. She sure did.
Yes, I did.
Ask God to help put Pat back on the wheel because I've been squirreling all morning. Aw. You know, I even told, I sent Tracy a message and I said, I want you to look at the comments from this morning.
Thank you, Mama Ray Ray. That's so sweet. Oh, Christmas decor for RV living, things that she can craft. Hmm.
I was just excited that all three packages hit all three special ladies at the same time. So that worked out real good because usually what sending something to California I would have
Yeah.
thought would have took longer. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I have to. Today would have been usually Art Therapy Tuesday, but I knew we wouldn't be on long enough. But yes, you guys, give some loves and hugs and don't pay any attention to me fiddling around and can't get still.
Hopefully your doctor's appointment will help that.
Yeah, but some of it's just me. I mean, you guys, but I woke up good. I did talk, look, I did talk to God this morning when I took puppy out, and I'm looking up and it's cloudy, but there's a little bit of moon up there. And I had to tell God, I know God, I know you're not the moon. I just focus, that's how I talk to him. I just focus on that. And before I opened my eyes this morning, I made, I talked to him and then went outside. Oh,
Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Kelly B. Good morning to you. Good morning, Kelly B. Good morning to you.
and Judy, have you gotten your? No. Okay. Did you sing to Judy?
Uh, did I sing to who?
Judy?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
But Vanessa is going to a new cancer center for evaluation for her husband. Vanessa, may this be the answer that you're looking for, and that may they be able to help you. I will keep you in my prayers and your husband.
Yes, because he's been having a long battle, and it affects both of you because I don't like seeing it in my family,
Mm-hmm.
and you just feel like cancer takes away. Um, that is not so. It's scary. It's a scary
It's
thing,
very
cancer.
scary.
It's a very scary thing.
You just don't know. Good morning, Lori's Crochet Corner. Good morning to you. Good morning to Lori. Good morning to you.
So, Lori, did you get all of your hours yet?
I ran a couple videos yesterday.
Thank you, Mama Ray Ray. See, Mama's another one than praying women. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it helps to have, and men pray too. I'm not, saying men don't pray, but sometimes you have to have some strong women in your corner.
Lori still
Um,
needs some more hours. I will try to run another couple videos again today. Good morning, Southern Belle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Southern Belle. Good morning to you.
um, did you do, Lori? Did you do a playlist like that can run consecutive? Because usually mine, like if I run yours, then for some reason it's going to jump to somebody else's, and that doesn't help you. So did you do like a playlist like I heard people talking about? You know,
Good morning, Vicky Porter. Good morning to you. Good morning, Vicky Porter. Good morning to you.
Vicky, I can't help but smile because I can't hear your name now without that image of you with that blonde wig on. I've been forever, Vicky. You are transformed in this noggin of mine into that Southern Belle blonde.
Mhm. Something else. That was so awesome. That you guys really got to do another video dressed up like that. That was so hilarious.
Uh-oh, did you sing to Southern Belle?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Southern Belle,
Thank
you
you, Vicky.
you said we sound like the Twilight Zone. I don't I don't know what we are.
Mm,
We just are, you know, try to have the joy of the Lord and have our get our Jesus and coffee on in the mornings. Jesus and
absolutely.
coffee.
Jesus and coffee and a little chit chat.
Well, on my end, a lot of chit chat.
We did, Leticia, we did do the 19 questions and we did kind of a group 19 questions and answers on, was that Saturday morning early?
Yep,
Yeah, it was
Saturday
Saturday
morning.
morning.
And Leticia, it was like I'd answer it, Tracy would answer it, and somebody in the chat would answer it. So you'll have to go watch that one because it ended up real funny because to hear the different answers that everybody
Mhm.
gave.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, it's okay. Don't be
Well,
sorry.
I didn't even say that's what it was. What was it had
It
that
was
one
up
was
with the chickens or something like that. They
yeah.
were up
What did I
early.
call that one? I think let me see. Up with the chickens. That was
Yeah,
the morning
something
that we
like
were
that.
up with the chickens. So that was a Saturday morning, and so we went ahead and I told Tracy because I didn't know if anybody was going to be on. I said, well, heck, let's just do these 19 questions. And I kind of looked over them first, and I said, okay, there's nothing too personal. We can get through these. Yeah, I have it off, Willow. I do have it off now. But if I want to run somebody like
Like
Lori's,
Lori just run a bunch of her videos.
and I do think that I'll have to go back and look, Lori, because if they don't have like if they don't have a playlist, it'll just go to somebody else's. You would think it
Good
would stay on
morning,
Lori's.
T-Town Gambler. Good morning to you. Good morning, T-Town Gambler. Good morning to you.
Welcome back, T Town. Welcome back. I hope you are having a wonderful morning today. In what, Tulsa? You're in let me see. Where
In
where are you?
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain.
Oklahoma.
I have a question. What verse in the Bible tells you to wear your armor?
Just a minute, I'll tell you because I am in. Okay, search. All right, I'll tell you. Let me put in. That's a good.
Good morning, Triple C. Good morning to you. Good morning, Triple C. Good morning to you. Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while.
I know. Welcome back. It is. It's long, but I will put this. So that's where it can be found. And
Good morning to Derek. Good morning to you. Good morning to Derek. Good morning to you.
okay.
Ephesians 6:10-18.
And I will put that one copy in, and I'll paste that one, the one part you asked about. And then I'll highlight on it. Good morning, Derek. Okay, put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Yes. And who? No,
Good morning, Anne-Marie Hedgehog. Good morning to you. Good morning, Anne-Marie Hedgehog. Good morning to you.
Anne Marie, I love that. I think of a cute little hedgehog, but Anne Marie is a gamer, and she's talking about Hedgehog the game. But I still,
Oh.
there's some names that just make me smile. Now, who asked about the armor? Because I was.
I'll go back up.
Oh, okay, Southern Belle.
Southern Belle.
Yes, Southern Belle. So it's Ephesians, and it's a very good to read the entire part of it, and that's a great thing about Google because um, you can find, you type it in, and you can find it, and that's a tool. Now Casey is, whoop, Casey's so quick on those keys. He finds it quicker than me, so
Good
much quicker.
morning to Tommy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Tommy. Good morning to you.
Is that my SIL?
That is your SIL.
Good morning, my SIL. My son-in-law, and it's like it's like still don't see Tom.
Tommy's way like he was up, like he just went off my chat. I'd have to scroll up to see him. You were talking about the Bible verse, and I didn't want
I went away
to
from the
talk over you.
page. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. Good morning, Tommy. Tommy knows I love him.
Mm-hmm.
My SIL, because I call him my son-in-law.
I know, but Danielle,
that is
Google is so much easier when you can just say, Google, and it'll give you the answer to exactly what, not like you don't have to look up and read a whole article on the moon and how far it is from Earth and da 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 da. You can just say, when did Neil Armstrong walk on the moon? It will just give you the date.
Judy, you have a very good work day, and God bless you. And I just hope everything is good. So
Thank you,
Tracy,
Judy.
I think Tracy's buffering off me.
Yes, it was 1969, Derek. You're so stinking smart. I know, I don't understand though, because I don't have like anything. We haven't been able to figure that out exactly why I'm echoing.
See, I think it's Dana. Is it Dana every morning that's talking about that coffee?
Dana.
Howling, our Howling Fun.
Oh yeah, there she is. I make a cappuccino. The machine is loud. Cappuccino. Mm-mm-mm. I will turn my volume down some more. I have turned it down quite a bit, but
See, mine's on 2. Mine's on 2%. Oh, Anne Marie,
In the room.
you were born the same time my daughter. So you're the same age as my daughter.
1985. My oldest was born in 86, so he's a year younger.
And so Casey was born in 89.
Ooh, Lori only needs 72 hours.
If
Yay,
you guys,
I will try to run some more today, Lori, when I get a chance.
you guys, please, and it's like I want to highlight. I have to wait till she comes. You guys, please watch some of Lori's videos. If run her videos, and just don't turn the volume down. You cannot have the volume off. I didn't know that. You cannot do it with the volume off. How they know, I don't know, but they know if it's muted. But you can turn it down and just run as much of her content as you can.
Mm-hmm.
She's got her hours. I mean, she's got her.
She has her subs. She
yes.
just needs the hours.
And
Triple C's first baby was 89. That's when I got married in 1989.
yeah, my last one was 89. That's when my son Casey was born.
My baby was born in 91.
Ooh, Danielle, that's when I got married. 87. 7/7/87. Yeah, and Lori kind of does like us. Lori, she crochets, but Lori does a lot of just sitting and chatting with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she does. She just a lot like us, and that's why when I got in there, I'm like, wait, okay, Lori just sits here and does women talk,
Mm-hmm.
just like the women used to do when they would go to a quilting party. We know that's when the first. We know that is when the first women started gossiping over some quilts.
Mm-hmm.
I bet if a lot of those quilts could have talked, they would have told everybody's business.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh,
Can you
CC.
imagine? They used to, I mean, to think about it in the days when they used to have the quilts spread out and on the big, huge family tables and have, 10 plus women around there stitching. Oh my goodness.
And another thing, you guys, even if you see a friend in here, go back and double check, because I have had, if I go back and see I'm not subbed to Tracy anymore, I'm like, what is that about? So you have to double check now, because they're doing a lot of different things. And I ain't even gonna get into, because I don't understand what's going on with YouTube. I'm just carrying on every morning, trying not to worry about it, and you know and Willow, tell somebody. Usually, if I'm in somebody else's room, I'll just say, showed you, and I'll put a heart in, so showed you some love, because now it says they have an algorithm to see the word subbed. How in the world
That
is
is
there so
just
much
crazy.
time to watch for something but computers work fast. We don't understand it, but computers work fast. So I had a young gentleman on yesterday.
Denise, you don't know what you're going to do. Thanks. Oh, good morning, Malone Money Mindset. Good morning to you. Good morning, Malone Money Mindset. Good morning to you.
Welcome back. Welcome back. But yeah, somebody was in yesterday and they said, so and so, I punched you.
I punched you.
He said, I punched you. So somebody said, well, I have a lot of black eyes today.
Denise said she doesn't know what she's going to do for Thanksgiving. My son, my youngest, who just bought his own house this past year, said he wants to have Thanksgiving at his house. But he does not understand all the planning that mom puts into Thanksgiving. And I keep saying, we need to sit down and talk about Thanksgiving. And he's like, oh, yeah, we'll talk about Thanksgiving. Yeah. But he doesn't understand. It takes preparation. We got to work on this ahead of time. Some things have to get made ahead of time. Some things have to get, you have to buy things ahead of time. You have to get the turkey and thaw it out in the fridge for a week. I mean, my goodness. Dana's camping Thanksgiving week, but it's like he thinks that it's just like a regular old Sunday dinner, but it's not for what he wants. And it's like, son, we have to sit down and talk about this and make a plan.
Well, it's going to be a sad time for me. So I mean, we'll go to my sister-in-law's, and me and Mama will go early. So Mama would be able. She said, "Well, I can help at least if I'm sitting at the table." But because most of you know Mama, she really can't get out of her room. I mean, we try. It's too hard to maneuver the wheelchair she has. But my sister-in-law basically would be doing all the cooking, and we will just take some drinks. And my puppy's walking around with that big milk bone sticking straight out of her mouth. Why I had to get up is when I heard a certain sound. I have hardwood floors. They've been the floors put in since 1914, so they're hardwood floors now. She gnaws on them. She chews on them until she will chew a hole in the floor. So I'm like, when I heard that sound, and there was a big slobber place that she was gnawing at the floor.
That's crazy. Oh, Triple C, that is sad. First holidays without your mom. This will be the first Thanksgiving without my best friend, and not that we haven't had Thanksgiving dinner together for several years since we each had our own families, but we still talked every year on Thanksgiving. Dana's creating new traditions. That's not a bad idea.
We had to do that. We at one point after my dad passed, it was like I didn't realize it, but he was the reason that we all kept getting together. And my mom would plan something with my brother, and I just kind of left out, and I was like, okay, well, then we'll start doing this. And I started doing it here, and with the kids, my two kids and my grandkids and stuff like that. And then it went from that to when my sister-in-law moved back down here closer to us, we just go to her house now.
Good morning to Super Dave. Good morning to you. Good morning to Super Dave. Good morning to you.
Super Dave, I was so tickled you this morning that when Tracy come in, she was in the back part, and then I added her, and you were on my left screen, and I was cheesing. I was smiling so hard and laughing because I love to hear you. And then Tracy got to hear you, but then I brought you on. I shared the screen before we went live, and so she got to see you too. I thought, see, Dave's singing to everybody, but I can't do the popping sound. That's trademark. I can't do that. So you got that down, Dave, because I can't nobody else say a name and pop like you can. I can't do it. If you guys don't know who Super Dave is, you need to.
That's hard, Kelly. Kelly says that her kids don't seem to want to do things together anymore. And my two boys right now are having a disagreement. They're not getting along right now, so that's hard on me. It's because it's like, why can't you guys just get along?
And that is it hurts a mama's heart. Oh.
Because I love them both the same, I don't want to. Be like
Anne Marie, her mom just passed away on the 21st.
Aw, I'm so sorry, Anne-Marie.
And see, I still have both my moms. I just don't have our dads.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys, this woman right here, whenever me and her can collaborate, in case we say, "Oh, mom, you used a big word," whenever we can get together, I want to do a interview. So, oh, Leticia, we will be doing some questions to you, Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching what CC said. You know, Christmas for the past couple years been it's been kind of rough. Because
Mm-hmm.
you see what makes it rough for people. We see these commercials of these huge families all sitting around a huge table. They're laughing,
Yep.
they're talking, um, and they're having such fun. Then we start watching all the Christmas specials. Uh,
Yeah, that make you cry and
yeah. So see, mine's more like the Griswold family. If you guys know what I'm talking about,
mm-hmm.
what is it? Yeah, National Lampoon, but Christmas, the Christmas one. That's my family. I mean, I remember one time my dad had too much moonshine. I'll just put that. Yeah, he had too much moonshine and got up. He knocked the Christmas tree over. I mean, really. So my husband helped get him in the bedroom, put him to bed. I snuck in there and put lipstick on him. And my husband said, "Get out of here and leave your daddy alone." I said, "Well, how's he knocked the Christmas tree over, fall into a Christmas tree on Christmas?" So, oh, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, there we were never a regular Christmas, never. Um, so I don't know what normal is. If you look at Hallmark, if you look at the Hallmark, all the Christmas specials, you'll start feeling bad about, well, my family can't do that.
Right. You start feeling inadequate, like you don't have a normal family, but I don't think there's such a thing as a normal family anymore.
Leticia, when I was a kid, I can remember that was one of my memories is my mom would decorate at Christmas. I think that's the only time she really went out and pulled out the glass ornaments and pulled out the old big glass, bulbs that you had on the tree that would set the trees on fire. We would always have a real Christmas tree. So those memories I have, and I don't even know where all of those her ornaments and stuff's at now. But I remember her setting out all the Christmas stuff like that. I
We used
remember
to, when my
when
kids were little, we used to go out and cut down our own Christmas tree, but now I just have an artificial tree, silver and blue balls and little icicle things I hang on there, and that's all there is to that. And I have a blue and white angel that my best friend crocheted for me, and she sits on the top of my tree. That's
my favorite. I've done that too, Darlene, and I've had a kitchen full. I've had a kitchen full, and I always like that. Like my daughter's the roommate came over, and one of her friends would come over, and that's
mm,
after they were grown. There would always be the kids would have their friends, come to the house. So I would have a house full of people in this kitchen, and there
mm,
would be no way I would have a computer because the kitchen would be full, and I
mhm.
loved it. And my husband would go in his room.
Yeah. Good
Even with going
morning, Kim A. Good morning to you. Good morning, Kim A. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Dwayne. Dwayne, me and Tracy, we're going to have to show Dwayne. Me and Tracy have on our Jesus and Coffee with Norgasar,
More guitar.
made by the Shamrock Pixie, which is the bargain. It's the bargain effect.
Mhm.
Shamrock Pixie done these, so that way I could have a shirt that didn't just say coffee and Jesus. I wanted one that said Jesus and coffee. And I don't know how long, I hope Destiny keeps doing it. She does beautiful work,
She does
you
amazing work.
guys. So if she keeps doing them, I would love to be able to see some other people with the Jesus and Coffee with
Good,
Norgus are.
good morning, Jeff Giordano. Good morning to you. Good morning, Jeff Giordano. Good morning to you. Good morning,
Okay,
Liz Ann. Good morning to you. Good morning, Liz Ann. Good morning to you.
Dana, you have a good day. And you know what? If you don't turn us off, you're going to end up, if you hear us laughing too much, you're going to stop what you're doing and you're going to come to see
Mm-hmm.
what we're doing. You do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad you're here, and I know you have to watch after them, those beautiful dogs that you have. She has
We
the Huskies,
appreciate
Casey.
you so much.
You've got well. All right, come here, Casey. I'm going to pull up Howling Adventure so I can show. I will screen share her puppies.
Oh, her
Look at
puppies are
that.
so cute.
Yes, they are.
Even if they did break her glasses, they're still cute.
They broke her glasses.
I want a Shiba Inu.
A what?
Shiba Inu?
I don't even know what. Wait, what happened to my stuff? Okay, let me find one. Oh, Dana. Okay. I will screen share you guys. And this is
She still has to get glasses. Aww.
look at there. So
They're so
that's what
cute.
that's Dana's babies. So you guys check out Dana's channel because
Mhm.
I mean those are some beautiful babies.
Dwayne said that you need a t-shirt with the three-legged hamster looking confused.
Dwayne,
Oh, Dwayne.
you missed it this morning though. Before we started, and Tracy says her prayer for me, the broad for her, and for everything. Oh, she had to pray for Pat. I had my head bowed and I'm praying too. She said, Lord, I pray for Pat to get back on the wheel.
She
And she
was being a
wasn't.
little scattered before we prayed, so I was
I
trying to get
I
that back in motion here.
I was way scattered, but I
Good.
go ahead.
Good morning to Misha. Good morning to you. Good morning to Misha. Good morning to you.
Denise get with her. I mean, I when the more people start sporting their shirts and stuff, the more people's going to want them.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her when I opened this last night, I was like a kid with the candy in the candy store. I'm like, they came in, and I sent Tracy a message, and Tracy was trying to mind her business. She was outside, she was smoking, and so I was like, no, you gotta open it. Call me, and she said, I'll call you when I get in. And I done put mine on, so I was leaning way down so she couldn't see.
Mm-hmm.
So I was so excited, you guys. I look, I get excited easy, and this is way too much for Kevin to come home from work to have to deal with. For me to be like, oh, how was your day? What happened? Did anything happen today? Are you okay? Well, does your back hurt? You guys. Yes, I know. I know, Dana. Ooh, bath day for all of them. I've
Oh
got
boy.
I've got to take my puppy so somebody else can bathe her. My time of bending and bathing, I can't do it anymore. I just
Oh
can't
heavens
do
no,
it.
your back would never take that.
No, I can't do it anymore. But you guys, there has been, there has been times though when Kevin would come home and I would be like right there at him, and I'd say, well, and I'll be just doing things off. Aw, thank you, Mama Ray Ray.
Thank you so much, Mama Ray Ray. We appreciate you.
Um, God is. I don't know where I'd be without him. I mean, I
Did
wouldn't be here. I.
you see what Dwayne said, Kevin? Kevin has earned his sainthood already for sure. Aw.
Oh, okay. You guys have to pray for Misha's Pip. You have to
Yeah. Aw.
because he's having surgery and it's scary. It's
It
scary.
is very scary. Good morning, Handmade Designs. Good morning to you. Good morning, Handmade Designs. Good morning to you.
And handmade, yes, we are great on my end. But yeah, one night I didn't think I was doing it. We were in bed and I was talking to him. I done leaned up on my elbow and I didn't realize I was doing it. And I mean, I was just talking. He leans back, he looks at me, he said, "Have you taken something?" I said, "What do you mean?" And I know my eyes was like this. What do you mean? He said, "You just, why are you talking so much?" This, I get on my side of the bed and I turn my nose up and I'm like, okay.
Mhm.
And then he's watching something. He'll be like, "What do you think about that? What do you think about that?" So then he ends up getting me talking. But Casey's done it. Casey's done it too before, you guys. I have just da rapid fired at Casey, and he'd be like, "Mom, it is too early in the morning." I'll say, "What, Mom? You are really you're getting my anxiety. You got to tone it down." I'm like, "Oh, am I too wound up?" And he'll say, "Yes."
What do you mean wound up?
you you guys just see some of it, and I'm like one of them wind up toys. That's why when even Tracy knows when it gets that time that.
Mm,
Okay, Darlene. Everybody that's been here long enough knows. All right, Darlene's winding down. Pat, three-legged Pat's getting a little bit slower on that wheel.
yeah.
Oh, oh, handmaid, you have a blessed day, a wonderful, blessed day today, and just know that this crazy lady and I'm not gonna call. I'm
And the
not
other
gonna call
crazy
Tracy.
lady. It's okay. And
That
the
we
other
will
crazy lady.
that we will be here in the morning and we will bring our Jesus and coffee. Jesus and
Absolutely.
coffee. And I give credit where credit's due. Shamrock Pixie did a wonderful job. A wonderful
Thank
job.
you, Leticia. Good
Leticia,
morning, and great DRTs. Good morning to you. Good morning, and great DRTs. Good morning to you.
welcome back. Welcome back. I am so happy when somebody comes back. I'm over the top about it because that just means
Absolutely.
that that we're bringing some kind of love and some laughter in the mornings, because this started because a lot of people can't work, and Kim Kim said I'll just be talking and talking, and sometimes I feel like I'm going to pop a quiz on him after to see if he was listening.
I feel
Kim,
that way about my husband sometimes too.
Kim, I
Like,
will let me just explain to you. You seem a lot younger. You seem young. Chances are he didn't hear a word you said,
mm-mm.
because Kevin has asked me something, and I'd say, "I told you." When did you tell me? I told you an hour ago. See, you don't listen to me, and I have this face at him. So
Mm-hmm.
chances are men do cut
Yeah,
up.
they don't listen to at least half of what you say. They don't listen. They just kind of tune it right out. You're
Oh.
talking, 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 and they're just like blah, 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 blah.
So I'm gonna quiz Dwayne. Dwayne, what were we just talking about? I want you to put in the chat. And no going back listening and then speeding forward telling us. But I love my husband, and I knew, I mean, he was that way when I first met him. He wasn't used to
They
chatty
all are.
chatty.
Good morning to Myra. Good morning to you. Good morning to Myra. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Myra. I forget, Dwayne.
Dwayne said that Heather will ask him a question and then not listen to the answer.
I forget that you and Heather are flipped.
I will be going 10,000 miles an hour sometimes with Ryan, and I probably don't listen if he does answer me because I just assume he wasn't listening anyway. So,
When you're in a house, I used to tell Kevin, I said, baby, all week I'm with the daycare kids. I didn't get grown up conversation. Or when I was at when we me, Tiffany, and Casey, we all worked together at the
mhm.
same place. And when she'd come pick up my grandson, we'd be in here talking about work. And sometimes he'd come in here, he said, don't y'all get enough? And he says, y'all, don't y'all get enough of that place? But with her position and my position and Casey's, we couldn't talk about work at work. You had to rant about work at home to keep your sanity about the place, because you guys, way too many hormones up in there. Lot of women, lot of women.
Mhm.
And when you work around I couldn't even tell you how many what we called the Call X floor. I worked at a conferencing center, and there were probably 200 people on that one floor. You know there was a lot going on, especially in the break room.
That's funny, Dwayne.
You can't talk at work because you're with us. Does she? You can let it all out with us, and then Heather can her and Casey can talk because they do pretty good. Oh, Kim, they celebrated 20 years in July. So yes, you know them. You know.
Ryan and I are coming up on 31 in March.
And
31 years.
I've been with Kevin. I this next well, we've been together 33 years, married since 87. Somebody else have to do the math, but I always know because he adopted my daughter, and that's his girl. But
Hmm.
Tiffany was a year old. She just turned a year old in like May 31st, and then my ex-husband walked out on Father's Day a couple of weeks later. And you guys, that was the best thing he could have ever done for me, because Mama was my best friend, and then I met Kevin.
Hmm.
So the
Denise has
rest.
been married 41 years, and Triple C has been married 33 years. That's awesome. Lizanne's been married Quite a few. Lizzie, and how long have you? 43 years. Yep.
And
But you know, it's like, I think, I say to Ray sometimes, it's like, I can't imagine not being married to you because I just don't even remember what it's like to not be married to you. But then other days it feels like we just got married.
I know. I still, and I have people say when my husband walks in, they just see it on my face.
Hmm.
And so, see, Lori, I was a second marriage too. I was a second marriage to my first husband. I was his second wife. I've been a second wife twice. So I'm second, but that's fine.
Hmm.
Um, the first one dated 2 months and married. Kevin asked me to marry him on our very first date. Now, not the riding on the
Not the snake hunting
not the
date.
snake hunting, but our actual first time that we went and got ice cream, and he stopped me on the back. We didn't have a deck. There wasn't a deck at Mama's. I worked third shift, and he and I went and got ice cream, and then come back, and then I lived somewhere else, but I was here all the time. But he stopped me on the back porch steps and just looked at me. It was nighttime, and he just looked at me and asked me to marry him. And I looked at him, and I mean, I was kind of flippant, and because you guys, I was still married. I was still legally married, paying on my divorce. You got to
Hmm.
figure I was a single woman, paying for a car, paying for doing a house rent, doing it all on my own. So, and having to pay on my divorce. And I'm not saying it was right. That was what you read in the Bible, adultery. Um, but I told him, I said, well, don't you think we need to wait for my divorce to come in? And he looked at me, kind of hurt, and he said, well, I won't ask you again. And, so once my divorce came final, it was October 1st, and Kevin, he moved in with me, and even then, we got married the next July. So I knew Kevin 9 months before we got married. And Mama, I knew 11 months.
Yeah.
Me and Mama celebrate our anniversary 3 months before me and Kevin
Aw.
because I met her first.
You couldn't ask for a better mother-in-law because you guys were such good friends before you even met Kevin.
Yes, yes. And I really, when I first met her, I didn't tell her what was going on at home. Oh,
That's
seven.
funny, Misha.
And see, the first time I married on Friday the 13th of 84, 83. Yeah, no, 84. But no, it was, I don't know, it was 84, I think. I don't even think about it, but it was Friday 13th. But the second time was 7/7/87. So those sevens, honey, Misha Renee.
Mm. Bright and I got married on March 11th, so 3/11/89.
Aw, Dwayne. That's so sweet.
That is very sweet.
That's better than what my first one told me. He right after we got married, he said, "Well, I wouldn't have married you." Because Alabama won the football game, he was excited and asked me to marry him. That's what he told me. So I mean, it don't matter, sometimes those first ones, we can't get bogged down. And this is a Christian channel, and I know what the Bible says about stuff, but I do believe God brought Francis in my life for a reason. I had to know somebody loved me for me before they were made to love me as a daughter-in-law. I guess if that makes sense.
Hmm.
See, Denise, like Denise said, a lot of people, make mother-in-law jokes. And most people never knew when we would go to Kroger. We always would go Walmart, Kroger. We were always together.
Mm-hmm.
And people always thought she was my mom. You know, they didn't know that she was my mother-in-law. And then I'd start making jokes about like, my mother-in-law here. But
Good morning, in Vino Veritas. Good morning to you. Good morning, in Vino Veritas. Good morning to you.
good morning, good morning. Look, I'm just a crazy lady. I'm a crazy lady just running my mouth. Um, but Liz Ann, I believe I would have pushed it to October 31st. And I know you don't like uh, Halloween, but I do. I would have, but the second time, you guys, the second time we went to the courthouse. My oldest sister and my nephew was with us, and our little girl Tiffany was with us when we went to the courthouse. Oh, great news! My middle sister. There's three of us. My middle sister got married. Sent me she went on a cruise. She got married, and you guys, I sat there and I teared up looking at those wedding pictures because she's so happy, and
Those pictures look so beautiful.
she's the one that lost her son a few years ago.
Aw,
So she needed you
she
guys.
needed some happiness in her life.
You guys, gives me chill bumples. She needed a helpmate, and that's what our hubbies are. When when all is said and done, and all jokes aside, when we talk about our spouses, we need that best friend. Denise, my mom run. She
That's just
run.
cruel if she didn't even have anything to do with your kids either. That's just cruel. Those are her own flesh and blood grandbabies.
My mom has always run hot and cold with my husband. It would be he couldn't do nothing right, and then she put one of my children, much over the next. So Casey didn't get love from that. He didn't get love from my mom. She swears she did, but she really didn't. And even my first mother-in-law, I loved her. So when the marriage ended, I lost a family. I
Hmm.
lost my sister-in-law, and that I love more than him. I mean, I was married to her. We we got pregnant at the same time. We had our babies 15 days apart. So I didn't, we went to the doctor together. Those are the kind.
Good morning, Justin and Christina. Good morning to you. Good morning, Justin and Christina. Good morning to you.
I am going to check again. You guys, I know you're going to get tired of me checking every day. But look, when I found out some of you guys that I'd lost some of my friends, me supporting them, I'm like, let me check. That's why some of you don't get notifications. Go back and check if you're not getting mothership's notifications.
I'm with you, Dwayne. Frank and I are both first. We are each other's first spouse and last and one and only. We both have said that. I I love my husband, and if something ever happened to him, I just don't ever see me. Nothing could compare to Frank. Nothing would compare.
My mom's like that, and my mom's like that. Neither one of them had any inkling of wanting to remarry. I
Yeah.
mean, my grandmom was like that too. When my
I love Frank with all my heart. I can't imagine that there could ever be another person in this world that I would feel the same about.
and I tell people, I said, you have to be best friends. You might want to take sides sometimes with your children, and sometimes they take all when you're young and you're having babies and then you're having to raise them. But kids move on.
Right.
Kids will hurt your heart later on. You've got to
Mhm.
have your spouse as your best friend. Good morning,
Exactly.
Dawn.
Good morning to Dawn. Good morning to you. Good morning to Dawn. Good morning to you.
Yay, Dawn.
That is exactly what my dad said to me before he walked me down the aisle. Your kids will grow up and move away. You better make sure that you can live with him the rest of your life.
Yep.
And I would be lost without my husband. I would be lost without him. Oh, Willow.
What the advice I gave the girls. Aw, Denise. See, my son-in-law by the oldest daughter, I show him love every time he comes here because he didn't grow up with love, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a son-in-law other than, and that's why. Oh, I have Tommy. That's my
Yeah, he's
SIL.
your SIL.
But you know, I told both of the girls before they ever got married. I said a person can change a bad habit. They can quit drinking, they can quit doing drugs, they can quit smoking, they could, a bad habit they
Mm-hmm.
can quit. I said, but a personality, you have to know the difference between a personality and a habit,
Mm-hmm.
because personality is what is that it defines that person. And if you don't like that personality, you're not going to, you can love them all you want, but you're not changing them,
Mm-mm.
and if you do, that's sad because that means you killed a part of their personality.
Right.
And if they, if they can't be their self with you, then chances are, and I'm telling any young women that come across this, um, if you take anything away from today, just know that um, you can't do that. It's almost like you're
They'll find
born with
somebody
this.
who can accept all of them.
Oh,
Good morning to Barefoot. Good morning to you. Good morning to Barefoot. Good morning to you.
hey, Barefoot, welcome, welcome. You don't come on here with these. I call myself, oh, these 55-year-old women got matching shirts on today. We got
One more
matching
time.
shirts on.
Jesus and coffee with no guitar.
So excited. And if you can't have the joy of the Lord. Oh, I've had Liz Ann in the background. Oh,
I had forgotten my
Listen.
good morning.
Good
good
morning. I
morning.
gotta
Good
get some
morning.
coffee. I'll be right back.
Now I wish I'd opened my box. Oh
I
boy.
know.
Yeah, we just got back from getting my husband and yeah, my granddaughter's not feeling well today, so she's home from school. And so I told him, I said, go get my charger and my box that I got yesterday.
Yeah.
So
Um,
I'll do an opening live on your channel.
Oh, Vicky, that is sad.
oh, wait.
I can't see the chat. Hang on. Good morning,
I'm
Vicky.
Vicky said each of
Oh,
her
I'm so
marriages
sorry.
was abusive physically and mentally, and she has no desire to try again. I barely have enough energy to keep up with my own issues, much less a demanding, high maintenance man.
Yeah. Well,
Vic,
unfortunately, doesn't work out for everyone. But
Mhm.
and Vicky, I guess my father-in-law being so good to me before he was my father-in-law, and Frances being so good to me before she was my mother-in-law, it helped God letting me come to a comfortable situation and not having to feel like, well, am I going to lose another family. And then, of course, my sister-in-law was real young. She was still in high school. So, she was around me, her, and Mama. Before I met Kevin, me, her, and Mama went everywhere. And, and then when me and Kevin got together, well, oh, he said, I know what you and Mama do when y'all go off together. I'm like, what? I mean, he knew I talked to everybody. And Kevin didn't understand that. Even before we started dating, he didn't understand. When we first met and we were just friends, he didn't understand sometimes. He said, well, what do you do when Mama goes to bed and you just go somewhere and you're gone a while? I said, I go to Crystal. That long? Yeah, I just go in there and get me something to drink and talk to people. I mean, not like not strangers sitting. I mean, but me and Mama went there so many times. She made sure I got fed before I started home when she first met me. We worked third shift 7 days a week. And I was falling asleep on the way home because I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping. So that woman told me, we'll go by Crystal's every morning. You drink you some coffee and eat you a biscuit. That woman made sure I got me a biscuit and some coffee so I wouldn't fall asleep on the way home. And because, like you women, I was miserable. I mean, I was absolutely miserable and couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. And so we got longer and longer sitting in Crystals. And then there was this guy sitting in there. He would come in every morning and he started getting closer and closer to where we sat. Next thing you know, we'd hear him giggle. And next thing you know, we're sitting in the booth and he's sitting like on the side of a booth, like. And then we get to know who he is, and then he's in there every morning. We'd be sitting in there like we're doing now. Like we're doing now.
That's
And
awesome.
that's why Will, I mean, and it is, I've known all aspects of abuse like that. But that's why I tell people I've had a lot of adversity in my life. And so, but I still love, I'm still me. And was it me and you, Liz Ann, talking about being in love with God? It was me and you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The way when my husband comes in and I light up is the way we be when when we talk about Jesus. I mean, we're the brides for when he comes back.
You said
Yep.
11:40.
The body of Christ is the
11:40,
bride.
11:40, and we have to get gas.
Okay, so we'll leave here about 11:10.
Okay, that's going to give us enough time.
We'll leave here maybe about
11.
11.
Okay. Yeah, both my parents, my parents. My mom stayed married. They were first married. They never married. Well, yeah, Dad did marry, but he was like 16 and she was 14. And then he
Wow.
went in the Navy. And when he come home on leave, um, they got divorced. So but Frances, Mama, and her and my father, that was her only marriage. So me and Kevin both come from marriages. I mean, we both had parents that just stayed married.
My
And
dad was married to his fourth wife when he passed away. And my mom has been married and divorced twice. So when I was looking at the possibility of getting married, I said to myself, if this is not going to be forever, I can't do it. I'm not going to go through what I watched parents go through.
Oh my goodness, Darlene B.
I hear an echo with Tracy, hon.
I know, I'm still echoing. I don't know why.
I think it's me because if I turn it way down, then I don't hear Liz as well. I think the
I'm
echo's
sorry.
coming from mine. Well, but Darlene,
I
your
cannot
sister
believe you
sounds
can't
like
hear me.
mom.
I'm so
Your sister
loud.
sounds like my mom. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Denise, see that me and Denise have a lot of things in common. We've talked about that, and um, Denise is me and her will go through Facebook chatting with one another for a long time because we have so much in common with our life and made to feel like we wasn't worthy in all. And I know you guys see me like coming out just all teeth, and Casey called it. He said sometimes, Mom, you need to tone it down some when I get too happy, and then I'm smiling. But I am a happy
Good
person.
morning to Mel Mel. Good morning to you. Good morning to Mel Mel. Good morning to you. Good morning, Chick Happens. Good morning to you. Good morning, Chick Happens. Good morning to you.
Good morning. I was reading
Good morning.
in Vino, and and that's why I think what brings people together. And you said this is the third time that you've come, and I hope I see you many, many more times.
Mhm.
We didn't have a topic for today. Usually, we try to work on God jars, and or I do. We all try to. Um, um,
Good
Liz, I
morning,
can.
Anna Mora. Good morning to you. Good morning, Anna Mora. Good morning to you. Good
Liz.
morning to Lisa.
Uh
Good
oh.
morning to you. Good morning to Lisa. Good morning to you.
We're in for it now. Liz
Lizanne
done put on
got
her
it.
fire hat. Oh
It's on
no.
fire.
Oh no. I'd sing a song, but I'd get a copyright strike.
I'll take it off so that you're not tempted.
No, I like it on. Liz Ann, every time I go to mention you, I have to look down to see what your name is. It's been that kind of day today.
Oh, it's because yeah. I like the banner you got down there.
Pat fell off the wheel and he's having a hard time getting back up today.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think you got
Lisa.
much sleep.
Lisa, good morning. Did you sing to Lisa?
Yes, ma'am.
That whole three-legged thing is kind of hard to keep up, you know.
And she even prayed over the Pat. I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
well, you know,
That's crazy, Denise, that
I know
you were
Denise.
the one she always called.
Sometimes those that that you do the most for will treat you like that, and you just have to do whatever God. If it's from the heart, and it's from the heart, then we just have to not let it hurt us. You know. Uh, Liz Ann, did you go back and watch that thing where I told you that Lane Sharp pulled his hat off yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't. I'll have to do that. Things get crazy sometimes. I had that meeting last night, so I didn't have as much computer time because when I came home, I was pretty tired, and I pretty much just almost just went straight to bed. I watched one video that was live that I like to watch on Mondays, a program, and then I was falling asleep sitting. I actually watched YouTube on the big screen last night. I don't usually watch it on there. I usually watch it on my computer, my laptop. But anyway, I was sitting there on the couch, and Chica was right next to me, and then she was in my lap and everything. And next thing I know, I'm drifting off, falling asleep. I'm like, okay, Chica, it is time to go to bed. It is past time to go to bed, and it wasn't late. It was about 12 o'clock, I guess, by the time that happened.
See, you partied too much with them Christian ladies.
Yeah, we had a really good meeting. I was very happy
Good.
about that. Well, we usually do have a good meeting, but sometimes it gets, ugh, too serious, which is okay. Yes, some things are serious. Don't misunderstand me, and we need to be, but sometimes they just need to lighten up a little bit. And it's not like they don't have those kinds of personalities, because they do. They are, a group of ladies who like to have fun and joke around, but seems like for several months there it was kind of glum.
Mhm.
I told Liz
But
Ann,
last
I
night
said,
was good. Everybody was in a good mood.
you done got used to us being so goofy on here, and then and I told Tracy, I said, then Liz Ann gets with the church ladies. I said,
Well,
sometimes.
there's some goofy ladies in that group, but sometimes they hide their goofy too well.
Yeah.
I guess sometimes we just have things in our life, and we have to be serious, and that's okay. It's just, I don't know. I was, I'm just glad it was a little bit lighthearted last night. That was good. We all had we got a lot of serious stuff done, you know, and but at the same time we had some good giggles. So it was awesome.
Casey just said he's going to do a. First of all, let me look because Mel Mel made a good point about you don't do and expect him for anything back. If you do that,
Right.
then you can let it go. Then she said she talked about our shirt.
Hmm. Those are adorable. How do I get one, by the way?
Huh?
How do I get one of those, by the way?
Destiny. As Destiny, I told you, Destiny, the Shamrock Pixie.
There
That's
you
who
go.
done it, and I don't know if you saw the whole shirt, Liz Ann. Let me see.
Coffee cup, the heart. It looks like the heart's from the steam.
Make yourself big, Darlene.
Okay.
What does the Nargis R? Yeah, okay, cool deal. And what is the what's underneath it?
Coffee.
Coffee
Coffee.
and a tabletop.
Yep.
Cool.
And Tracy's has the blue.
I love it.
Tracy's shirt's blue. All right, Tracy, you show yours. Let me get you big.
Blue with the pink. Oh, cool. Awesome.
I
See, I'm not
think
a pink
Des-
person, so
I think
yeah.
Destiny did a wonderful,
That
great,
that's
great
fantastic.
job on these.
Yes,
I
you
was so
did.
excited last night, and then you got mail, and I was like, but what? And I told you not to shake it, and then the the guy jar reached California. So, I was so excited last night.
Yeah, so I had already taken that package and shook it all kinds of ways because I'm a little kid and I want to know what's inside. Oh, wait, could open it. No,
Hmm.
I didn't shake it all up. Now the post office might have, but I didn't. Yeah.
I am reading in Vino. He lost his dad 3 years ago. It's been tough sense of loss
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes,
I have ever experienced. I know
It's
how you
hard.
feel. In
yeah,
Vino,
that's hard.
my dad suffered. He had a stroke, and he was in
Oh,
bed for so long, and it really. I knew where he was going, and he was ready. He was so ready to go.
yeah.
But my father-in-law, we thought he had the flu. We thought he had pneumonia,
Mm-hmm.
and he went to the hospital. And 8 days he died of cancer. He had
Oh my
cancer. He
goodness.
he was working with just part of a lung, part of a kidney.
Oh,
I
poor
don't know how
thing.
he was working every day and had cancer everywhere.
Oh
But
my goodness.
he Oh yeah, Vicky, they can't go to daycare if they have pink eye.
No, that's highly
Um,
contagious.
I used to have I worked at daycare center for shoot 13 years, different centers, and then I had my own for 5 in home daycare. Um,
I don't think I sang a Sonya. Did I sing a Sonya yet?
no, I think
I don't
Sonya.
think I did. Good morning to Sonya. Good morning to you. Good morning to Sonya. Good morning to you.
Yes, my let's see, Willow, my mother used to have chronic acute iritis, or whatever, however you say it. But anyway, she used to have that chronically to the point where she was on eye drops with this that had the there was only at the time there was only one eye drop that she could use, and the side effect from the eye drop was glaucoma, one of them,
Mm.
and she ended up with glaucoma from the eye drops. And so,
Oh.
but it didn't really advance quickly. She when she was older in her latter years, she was losing her sight more so from the glaucoma, but she also had cataract issues, and so when she got the cataracts removed, it helped with what little bit of sight she had left on that one eye. And but anyway, yeah, that's you're right. That hurts a lot.
Um, I still think because my father-in-law worked in the we all worked in the mill, cotton mills. I live in Alabama,
Hmm.
and the South was cotton mills.
Hmm.
That's what our
Textile,
crops
yeah.
were. When we were in school, we learned um, like who was the steel capital, who produced the cotton. You learned
Yeah, you learn
stuff
your
like
state
that in
history.
school.
Yeah,
But my
state history.
father-in-law worked in the dye factory. He would come home sometimes with the red dye all over him, and they
Hmm.
say red dye causes cancer. And
Hmm.
they say red dye in the foods they decided that wasn't
Hmm.
good for you, and there was a lot that come out about red dye.
And there's a lot of
So
allergy issues with red dye.
Good morning,
so
Nilu. Nilu. Good morning to you. Good morning, Nilu. Nilu. Good morning to
good
you.
morning and welcome. Welcome. Let me check. But yeah, I still think that the dye he got in the mill all over him because yes, he smoked, you guys, but he had cancer all over
Yeah.
Yeah,
when he went to the hospital,
yeah.
and it was a 8 day. It was like I lost him first. I was 10 years into my husband's me and him being married, and it was it was just like bam. You know, my
Hmm.
dad was a long drawn out thing, which sometimes I think is worse. But it's not easy either way. It is
No
not
matter
easy.
what, it's not easy. Yeah.
It's not. You guys, I had to go get Casey some medicine. I had to go
Some
get him some
Sudafed.
medicine yesterday for his allergies.
Did it help?
And huh?
Did it help?
Yeah. So,
Good deal.
well, I had to go get them the Sudafed or whatever, but the
Hmm.
cheap brand. You have to get the little card, take it up there to the pharmacy, and then they have
Right.
to do it behind the counter kind of thing. Show your license because
Hmm.
one with pseudoephedrine in it and all that. So
Yeah.
I'm standing there and I go up. It's my turn. I give them the card. This man walks up. He said, "Do you have my medicine ready yet?" He said, "I have been sitting here an hour," and he got cussing. And he looked at me. He said, he just looked at me. He said, "Pray for me for patience." Will you? And I stood there and I said, "Okay." And I said, "You can." Oh, I said, "You can go ahead and get him first." I stepped aside. I said, "You can get him first." He looked like if they sold me my little packet, he was going to really go off the rails. So he said, "Well, God bless you. You just need to pray for me." Then he'd cuss a little bit. And So he stood there chit chatting with me and cussing some more about that, about our Kroger store. And I said, well, it's kind of that way anywhere.
Good morning, Perlini. Good morning to you. Good morning, Perlini. Good morning to you. Oh, Mel, that's sad.
Oh. Oh.
Vino, thanks for stopping by. You have a blessed day
Yes,
too.
Vino. Yes, and Vino. God bless your day too. Yeah.
Good morning, Perlini.
Oh, no.
I am just like probably because I'm drinking my second pot, not cup, pot of coffee. Probably feeling a little jittery because I mean, and I only drink half calf, so it's not like I'm totally overdoing the caffeine, but I'm totally overdoing the caffeine.
Rah, sis,
Yeah.
rah.
That's how I feel. That's my insides feel like this.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sally? Oh, okay.
You didn't
I'm
hear?
back for right now.
No, she's asleep.
Talk about my Humira. Hey, Lynn. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, beautiful one. Good morning to you. Good morning, be you, beautiful one. Good morning to you. Did I miss Glenn? That you were saying Glenn?
Yeah, Pearl Nini.
Oh, Lynn. Lynn.
Willow.
I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind.
Mel, I know what
I don't even know where mine
rosacea
is
is.
today.
At one point, they got me on the apothecary that does my Humira pens. They didn't realize that one of them messed up. Yeah.
My battery is at 34%, so I'm going to pop out but go down into the chat. I don't know if he's coming right back with my stuff or if it's going to be an hour.
Yeah, I know that Darlene has to get off before too long because she has an appointment at 11 something.
Yeah,
so
it takes time to get there and get ready and all that fun stuff.
Love you if we don't see you again.
Love you too. Okay. Love you guys. Y'all take care. But I'll be in the chat as long as I can with the battery.
Okay. Aw. Aw, Sonia. I'm so sorry that you're in a lot of pain today. I feel so bad when I know how miserable that is. Triple C, are you leaving us? You have a blessed day too. I want to keep this going, but I also feel like Darlene's trying to hear on the phone and I don't want to make too much noise. Sonia, I will be keeping you in my prayers today. Definitely in my prayers today that you start to feel better, that your back and shoulder and your rib cage all start to feel better soon. She's in the smile. Coming through, coming through, coming through. Excuse me, coming through. Thank you. Thanks, Lizanne. I'm glad you're back in the chat. Mel ate too many chocolate caramels. I just drank too much coffee and I'm feeling a little bit jittery inside, but that's okay. I'll get through it. I'll have something with some protein or something in it to eat after. When we get done with the broadcast this morning, I'll eat something with something good for me in it, hopefully. But it's everybody's weather like today. Kind of gloomy in West Michigan today. Gloomy and cold. Not cold, not as cold as it has been. It's in 38 degrees. Which for this time of year is chilly, but not too chilly. Aw. We got you covered. We got you, you beautiful one. We got you. Snow, rain, foggy, and really cold. Great, Destiny. That means that's what's heading my way. Snow, rain, foggy, and really cold. Yoo-hoo! Can't wait. Misha has cool and sunny. Now I could take cool and sunny. Sunshine and 50-ish in Texas where Lizanne is. Cooler for Mel.
Okay, you guys. Not only can I go get my injections today, I can go by and pick up my Humira
Yay.
at the actual place. They do have one, and then they'll be sending me 2 more. He didn't know that one messed up. You guys,
Oh, that's
when I went to
good.
do one of the shots, it's like it was like there wasn't a needle in it, and then the medicine just squirted out everywhere, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm just glad the puppy didn't lick it up." I mean,
Yeah, no kidding.
yeah. So it's like one don't work with the other. I called Humira and went through the whole thing. They called me back. I told them what happened. They said we'll get you another one. And he said, no, we didn't know. So I know who to call now. I know who to call.
Yeah.
Oh, Denise. Yeah. I told Tracy this morning, I said, my fibro, I said, I'm just like, I don't like clothes. I have on too many clothes today. And I was like a kid. You know how a kid, you make them wear something and you got to go have pictures made and they're like,
They're
and you're
all
telling them to be still. Yeah, and you're telling them to be still. So this morning I was like, I couldn't be still. I just couldn't.
Oh, I would love for some 70-degree weather about now. It's going to be 87 in Australia where Sonia is. Holy moly.
It's weird here. It's weird. It's like a damp, but now it's looking pretty. I'll take a jacket just in case because I have on short sleeves. I try not to leave home without a jacket because, well, number one, I might go in a place that'll be too cold. And so it's like I call it my old lady sweater where I can just slide up the sleeves on it.
Mhm.
But the weather's just crazy.
Yeah, it has been really crazy this year.
See, Denise ain't far from me. So the 70s today.
Mm-hmm.
And this
It's really
morning,
cold in the UK.
it was 40 degrees and damp. So you guys, I told you earlier, and a lot of people wasn't in, but so I talked to God this morning, looked at the moon, talked to him. And then I'm looking at the puppy. I said, do your business. Now I'm talking to God for another minute. She's squirreling, and I mean, really, she's looking at a squirrel. And I'm looking at her like this, and I tell her, focus, focus. As I talk to my dog, I said, focus on what you're doing. Stop looking at the sky. You know what? She's probably looking to see what I was looking at. I just now thought, look, I'm just now getting that. She was probably thinking, what are you looking at? Will you focus on me? That might have been, me and her might have both been thinking focus. But, I don't know if I was, what? You
Good
talking about?
morning, Alicio Travel. Good morning to you. Good morning, Alicio Travel. Good morning to you.
So, Misha, you talk to your dogs like that? Yep, see? My kids, my daughter, I would used to say, get on your shoes. I would go in there and she'd be looking around and I'd say, your shoes aren't on the ceiling. What are you doing? And then my grandson did the same thing to her. So she'd be like, Mom, he'll be looking at the ceiling. Uh-oh.
There you go.
She said, he'll be looking at the ceiling. And then I thought of my childhood. And she said, so so you have a dog, one of your pets' name's Jane. Look, when I had the daycare and I had the kids in, my Jack Russell was named Baby. I was out there hollering at her one day, and the pool guy was cleaning the pool over here because the daycare's across the street, and I thought, uh-oh. And one of my workers was inside, and I come over here. I said, look, Jamie, just so you know, my dog's name's Baby. I am not over screaming at one of my kids in the daycare. I mean, could you imagine somebody turning me in saying, she screams at her babies. I hear her hollering for her babies all the time. Look, I know.
Willow, we understand. Good night. Have a good night.
And I've missed you. And it is so
We have
good.
been missing you very much.
Yep. Well, oh, I'm so glad, beautiful one.
Darlene, what time do you have to go off? I don't want you to go over. I'm going to help you keep track.
We will stop at about say 10:30, and because we're going to leave at 11 my time.
Okay. Good morning, Crabby Girl. You see. Good morning to you. Good morning, Crabby Girl. You see. Good morning to you.
Yay, Krabby! Krabby loves her dogs too, you guys. Uh-oh, so you guys, Krabby has a video that's get to know me responses to DJ. So that would be a very good, let me share screen. If you don't mind, Krabby. I don't want to share somebody's screen, but well, heck, if people want to go see who you are, so you guys, I guess that's a good thing to do because then you could get to know who Krabby Girl is, and you watch the one with her giving responses, and that would be a yes. That would be a good one for you guys to do so you'll know who she is so the next time she comes in, you know. So, yes. And Krabby, I tell people because now we'll get an influx of people. And I tell people, I said, we want it to be where people know each other. And we are not a growth stream. But we're a spiritual growth stream, that's a better way of saying it.
Definitely.
Well, Crab, if you're introvert, then it's good that you put a channel out there because a lot of people it's hard for them to share. And when you know YouTube is huge, and you never know who is going to come across you on YouTube. And then when you do think, well, okay, I'm going to step out a little bit, I'm going to step out a little bit, and I'm going to grow a little bit, then it is kind of scary as well, because of more people that start subbing to you and stuff, you'll start feeling exposed. So you find a good group of people that you can feel comfortable with, and then it helps. Find a, you
You might
know,
have to, Sonia. She tried to post a video today and the child protection thing came up.
okay, I can explain that one to you. Um, if your channel says mental health and homesteading, I'm a Christian channel, but I have to put that I am not a channel that is appealing to children. I am not. So that was hard for me. That was hard for me, Sonia, because I'm like, well, I don't have adult content. I mean, I'm not like we're cussing and doing or saying things that a child would be. It would be bad for a child, but I'm not appealing to children. So I just put that I am not a child channel. You have your animals, and if you do your video and you're not posting it for YouTube for children, and if you're not trying to reach children, then just put that you're an adult content, and you can still have your animals and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is YouTube's way of protecting themselves. And then if somebody goes out there and they're trying to be a sneaky way and they do things that affects children, well then guess what? YouTube's not going to be sued. They're going to
Right.
get the person that put the content out there. See, YouTube has been, I guess, sued and been held responsible for what people have been putting out there.
Good morning to sunshine. Good morning to you. Good morning to sunshine. Good morning to you.
Yes, we do. We share complex things.
Right. And it's not, it's just that it's not, Sonia, that when we were talking about it that one day, that it was just how you discern that in your brain is that, is this content intended specifically for children? If it's not, then you should say that it is not for children.
And if you do that, then you're protected. Then you can, even if your kid walks by, that's your child. If your child walks by, or you're with your bunny rabbits and your farm animals and you're feeding them, you're not trying to get children to come and watch your bunny rabbits and stuff. It just protects you if you go ahead and do that. That's what that means. And it was hard for me because I was like, but there was no buts. It had to be one or the other. See, you. Even Kevin said there's an echo. Wow. Let me see. Okay, Tracy, say something. Let me see.
All right, try to unmute and see if, because Destiny had said the one time when I was echoing to say try to mute and unmute. Am I echoing now?
Okay, was it better when I cut my speakers off, you guys?
Is it better now? Much better, Joel said. The echo is gone.
Okay. The echo is coming from me. What I'll have to do is hurry up and get me a camera that's just a camera, because it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of like I'm having double speakers, double, and I think that's what's happened. Sonia, um, if you do it, you can check it one time, and it will just, you don't have to worry about checking it each time. Now, if you have something one day that you want to shout out to kids or something like that, you can have that one video.
Good
But
morning, Mandiel Gal in Small Studio 2. Good morning, Mandiel Gal in Small Studio 2.
put your speakers close to your, I don't know where the mic is. Gotcha. And I think is this the first one that I use my speakers?
I think it is.
Because my speakers was right up under the console. We'll get this right, you guys. We're gonna get this right.
We'll get it figured out.
All right, let me look to double check. Small studio. I got you.
It is 10:28, Miss Southern Goodbye.
Yes. Okay.
Dwayne has to go. Love you, Dwayne.
Love you, Dwayne. Love you, my hubby that's still out there. Okay, Misha, you said Destiny emailed me. Okay. All right, you guys. I am going to say my loves, and let me see. We will show our shirts. Let me move the banner, and we'll show our shirts that one last time. But we'll be wearing them, sporting them other days.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have a day that says Jesus and coffee, and we will sport our shirts. And I will be wearing this out today, and you know that means that somebody will be asking what's the shirt mean, and I'll be able to tell them,
Exactly.
because I am full of coffee and Jesus. So it is 10:29. Love you guys.
Okay. Love you.